called Secrets of the Millionaire Mind, Mastering the Inner Game of Wealth. Good morning to you, Harv.
Hey, thanks for having me.
All right, you say that everybody in this room, everybody watching television, has a financial blueprint. And it's our jobs to figure out what it is and whether or not we're heading in the right direction.
Absolutely. You've heard of a set point when it comes to our weight. Well, we have a set point when it comes to our money. And it's this set point more than anything else that will determine your financial life. Can I give you an example?
Go ahead.
Here's Donald Trump, obviously. You know, here's this multi-billionaire who loses everything and more. A couple years later, he's got it all back again and more. Why? His money blueprint, his financial set point is set for very high. Other side of the coin, we've got lottery winners. They win $5, $10, $100 million. 5 years later, almost half of them are back to broke.
That's
exactly.
Right.
Why? Their financial set points are set for very, very low.
Who sets the blueprint? Who makes the set points?
It's a conditioning process. We learned from when we were very, very young how to handle money. You know, we didn't come out of the womb knowing how to handle money. We were taught how to handle money. We were taught how to do money by our parents, religious leaders, authority figure, culture.
And that's what happens. So, for example, if I'm from a rich family, does that necessarily mean I'm going to want to be rich?
You're either, when it comes to your family, you're either going to model them identically, one or both of your parents, or you're going to be exactly the opposite. It just depends how angry you were at them. So when, you know, in that situation, you grew up rich, and if you said, hey, this is really cool, you're probably going to end up rich. On the other hand, if you said, I am never going to be like them, you're going to end up probably pretty broke.
All right, let's talk. We've got some full-screen graphics that explain how rich people think. For instance, you say, rich people admire other rich people. Rich people believe I create my heaven.
So they're in control. They're in control. Rich people believe they're in control of their financial destiny.
Well, that's a whole other one. So the first one is that absolutely rich people admire and model other rich and successful people. And what do poor people and middle-class people do? Many other people, they resent the heck out of rich people, right? And this is their biggest block when it comes to their wealth. Let me say this right now. If you think badly in any way, shape, or form about rich people, then you can never get rich.
All right. So I think we probably have more middle-class people than billionaires watching right now.
I think so.
What is the one thing they can do right now to get out of, to rewrite their financial blueprint and become wealthy?
Well, the first thing is that they have to understand that your thoughts lead to your feelings, lead to your actions, lead to your results. So it all begins with your thinking, your perceptions around money and everything else. So what I talk about in my book, Secrets to the Millionaire Mind, is 17 very specific ways that rich people actually think very differently than most other people. Well, another one, for example, is let's take play to win. Rich people play the money game to win. Poor and middle-class people very often play the money game not to lose. They play the money game on defense.
Playing it safe.
Yeah, they play on defense versus offense. Their big intention is to have enough to pay the bills, and on time would be kind of a miracle, right? And you know what? If your intention is to have enough to pay the bills, if you'll notice, that's exactly what you're going to get and not a lot more.
And rich people get the best financial advice. Where people don't have a lot of liquid, they're not going to get the great financial advice. So where do they go?
Well, I think that as far as their financial advice,
they got to get advice. They got to get out of this. They got to change their thinking. They got to get their money working for them.
Always model rich people. If rich people get advice from a certain area, then you get advice from them also.
All right, I'm calling hair and makeup. I'm getting Donald Trump's hair.
No, don't
the book is called Secrets of the Millionaire Mind. Also, you can go to his website, secretsofthemillionairemind.com. Harv Ecker, thank you very much for joining us.
Hey, thanks for having me.
Michelle Malkin next.